Today is the 16th of August, 2020. This is Mr. Abundance. I would like to welcome each and every one of you to our Global Sunday session. This is where we meet with Mr. Abundance and the global community. This is where you ask your questions, you get answers as we go uphill in TACC. Go uphill in TACC. No one said it was going to be easy. When you understand fully that it is the only period in history that we can create money without the approval of government and central banks, without the 1%, then it's a period that no poor people should go to sleep. The governments will not do it for you. The governments basically create a structure that is guaranteed to produce poverty and to maintain poverty for the masses. That's what government does. You see their manifestos, but don't worry about that. That's just to get you excited. But that's all. After the election, everything continues as they were. It is the only period that together the ordinary men and women can create wealth. I said there are no figures that united people cannot create now. Cryptocurrency powered by blockchain technology has given us a platform that no politician, no organization religiously can give to you. This period is the greatest wealth transformation that this world will ever see. And you are now in it. A matter of fact, TACC is ahead of it. And so you are now given an opportunity to create enormous, not a little wealth, but enormous wealth. Because the coins that you now have may value 50 cents today, 75 cents after September, $1 when we go live, but that same coin, yes, can depreciate, but yet still that coin has the potential to appreciate to 50,000, to 75,000, to 100,000, to 1 million per coin. That is what you have in your hands. And so we are the ones to make the coin what we want it to be. It will not be made by itself. Gallup poll, and I'm now into personal development. Gallup poll did a poll several years ago. It was astonishing. 87% of people around the globe are not happy with their situation. 87% of people around the globe are not happy. You know, I am not a mathematician. I did not do the calculation, but I'm going to try to attempt to give you the percentage. And I want you to work it out with Mr. Abundance, just in case Mr. Abundance falls up with this maths thing. You know, I never liked math in school. And so you can't blame me now. So let us take 87% of 8 billion people, right? Let's put, all right. So Gallup poll says that 87% of the globe is not happy either with their job, with their health, with their living condition, with their status, they're not happy. Financially, they're not happy. And so you're looking at 6.960 billion people. And then why are we not happy? Because that is the majority. Because Oxfam International reported that 27 people has more wealth, and by the way, you all can correct my math though. 27 people have more than 3.8, have more wealth and asset than 3.8 billion of us put together. How could that be? That's not even, that math doesn't even add up. I am saying to all of us, if you understand what cryptocurrency has come to do, this digital asset that was introduced in 2009. In 2009, and by the way, before I go into that, I would just like to share my screen, because as you come, oh dear me, let me do something first. I have not pulled up the site. I'm sharing our website so that you know what to look for when you go on there. Ensure to read our white paper. We're actually doing some editing to our white paper so that it can reflect a more broader cross section of our people. And so let me share the screen again. And so here we are. This is 29 days, 17 hours to go in our second round. The coin is now at 50 cents US. We started out last year where the coin was basically less than 2 cents based on your investment. Today, it's now at 50 cents. And so as you come to our, by the way, this is our wallet right here. So this is your wallet. If you click on here, you will see it has USD, BTC, and Ethereum. So this is where you look for your wallet address. Okay. And of course, as you click onto the deposit, you will also go inside of your back office. And so this is where you see the countdown. This is the white paper here. This is how you register. This link will send you through a YouTube link, so you know how to actually register into TACC. All right, so this is our roadmap. So as you click on here, it will tell you what happened from November 15th, December 1st, the 15th, what happened in January 15th, our private sale, all that stuff. And it will also show you by the 30th of March, we went public with the coin at 25 cents. Presently, the coin is at 50 cents. By September 15, the coin now goes to 75 cents. All right. It shows you also our corporate team of professionals from around the world in all different disciplines. And we have a very progressive team of directors and I think I know that person. All right, so if you please go through our website, you will see that TACC is not a back room, bedroom door operation. We are a global organization coming from around the globe, decided to cancel artificial scarcity, lack, and poverty. But we cannot do it except we are together. So that is our roadmap. Now, what is next, Mr. Abundance? TACC. All right. Here we have, I accept the fact that you do not decide what condition you were born into. None of us decide that. But we can decide what our end should be. And so as it is now, we are the global slaves in the world. all because of lack of wealth. Our brothers and sisters, they're drowning by the thousands, crossing the Mediterranean Sea annually, looking for greener pastures. A people that live on the wealthiest continent on earth when it comes to resources are running from their continent after fake opportunities, all because of lack of leadership. That's all. Nothing rises above leadership. Here we have China takes over Zambia's airport. Can you imagine? And I'm saying to all the Caribbean islands, this is what will happen to us if we continue this madness of taking China's money. You take their money, China, you never see their money, number one. They hold on to the money. They decide what company you should use from China. They pay those people. And all what you have is a loan to repay. And if you don't, you forfeit not only airport, your national broadcasting corporation, and ZESCO, your power plant. Now you tell me, in a country, when you have your airport, seaport, broadcasting, and your power plant, as if that is not enough. I want you to listen to this minister here out of Nigeria, that he doesn't see any he doesn't see anything wrong with willing, by entering into loan agreement with China, to hand over their sovereignty should they default. And so this man here is questioning, how daft can we be? How daft? And I'm saying all these things because TACC was created to solve all these problems. TACC was created to be the alternate financial solution, to effect and to eradicate scarcity, and to settle the Afro-Caribbean debt, first to China and to its debtors. We can do it. 100 million coins have been allocated for that purpose. When TACC reaches 4,500 attack, it means that we will have 450 billion to settle the debt. And by the way, when the coins become 4,005, it's also 4,005 for you. And we now, who are holding those coins, we have to look together and pool our resources and say, what businesses can we take over? That's what it is. It's not about you. It's how can we create generational wealth, instead move from generational poverty. And so here is the debate.
The aberrations on rate and interest rates, many other documents. Those variations will ask Ministry of Finance how manage these variations. Those are the things we have for you. I don't say that somebody is correct. Why do you sign these documents different from this interest rate? And you sign it at the same time. So those are issues that comes up on communications and Ministry of that ministry. Then we're going to ask us and interrogate. We're not saying because money is not paid directly to this country. We have seen the agreement here. We have also seen clause where sovereignty is waived.
Sovereignty.
To default.
Sovereignty.
I've seen it in the document. Yeah, I've seen it in the document. Yeah, in the document. The sovereignty of our country is waived. And I believe that that particular clause is not part of it in the National Assembly that group. Because no National Assembly members will look at that clause and approve such. So you in your own way, you might be right in what you are doing to defend this country when signing. be reaching a disagreement. Others might not be so. So we must take a critical look at them one by one. This committee has not been functioning in National Assembly before, but now the committee has started functioning. I've told the House of Reps, I told them two things.
Listen to this. I don't even know how to describe him.
It's simple. China will give you like the loan for to construct the rail from Ibadan to Kano is $5.3 billion. The reason why you're ceding your sovereignty, not that you're ceding your sovereignty, you can't take away the sovereignty of Nigeria. The implication is that if at the end of the day you don't pay us back our money, whatever we need to take from you, we will take. Then you're telling me about sovereignty. But most times what the Chinese do is that they go after the same asset that they have consulted to be able to recover their money. So what's wrong with that? You're asking for $5.3 billion. That's how many trillion? Nearly $8 trillion. And they said, just waive that sovereignty. Don't tell me if I want to think about this asset.
Just waive your sovereignty. Just waive your sovereignty. China said, just waive your sovereignty, you old fool.
I'm the government in Nigeria. So how do I recover my money? Now, for me, the National Assembly, in their wisdom, don't forget their wisdom, but their wise men, going by the Constitution, in their wisdom, if they think that is wrong, then they should tell us how to get the money to be able to build this infrastructure. But if this infrastructure has been built before we came, we're not mad, we won't build them again, we'll go to something else. If you ask me what infrastructure you want to do, schools, because I want to have an educated class. But unfortunately, you can't also do that without growing the economy. And one of the infrastructure that growth and prepare an economy in the country is transportation. That's one. Two, I have told the National Assembly, nothing wrong with investigation. It's part of their responsibilities. It's an oversight function. But for now, you jeopardize the ability of government to raise money if you continue to ask those questions that we think that will make China say what's going on here. That's the point I'm making. So you will lose the loan you're asking for Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. So Port Harcourt Maiduguri is Port Harcourt, Aba, Umuahia, Enugu, Makode, Lafia, Jos, Bauchi, Gombe, Damaturu. You will lose the money you're asking for.
Hear that one day.
The Lauren, Mina, Leave Kaduna, which has not been done. So you can't. Right? Now you don't know how the Russians will react because the Russians were negotiating with Russia on the loan from Lagos to Calabar. So you will lose the money for Lagos, all that area of to Benin. Benin to Akure, Benin to Asaba to Onisha. Then Benin to Warri, passing to all those who really Sapele and other to Inagua, to Port Harcourt, back to Aba, and then to and to Calabar. So are they saying that we should lose these loans because you're asking for is it right to cede sovereignty?
To cede sovereignty. You're questioning if it is right to cede sovereignty. Oh dear me. What will these politicians do? Junking with money. All right. So today, what is Bitcoin? Today we have, this is the price of Bitcoins today. This is what I am saying. Yes, they will say that Bitcoin is is the best success story in cryptocurrency, and there are thousands of coins that never made it as Bitcoin, and they are so correct. But TACC is not responsible for the failures of coins. Our rival, as it is Bitcoin. And so we have to look at our rival. Not those that fail, but those that succeed and succeed massively. Because there is where we want to go. You become what you think. You become what you think. And so if you think failures, that is what you will get. Whatever you think, it will come, and it is a principle. That is why even the script says, let the weak say, I am strong. You may be physically weak, and the reality around you says that you are. But the principle says, say that you are strong. And if you maintain that and steadfast in that belief that you're strong, you will become. That is a principle. Let the poor say, I am rich. And so if you only think about misery, hardship, lack, and poverty, that is what you will also reap. Because your mind is your state of consciousness. And that is another topic for another day. And how often you can go into different states. And once you stay in those states, you will actually reflect the characteristics of those states. You have physical states, you have conscious states. But you first have to know, as Socrates says, man, know thyself. You must know who you are. And so that is Bitcoin price today. May I say, and I'm going to show you Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin chart. All right, here we have Bitcoin. In 2010, if you had purchased $15 worth of Bitcoin, you would have gotten 5,000 Bitcoins. By 2014, that 0.33 of a cent right. So I think, okay, we have continued. Yes, we have continued. All right. I don't know what happened now, but everything went down for about 10, 12 minutes. And so I just want to thank those of you who have remained. I don't know if it was blackout on your side, but trust me, I had to shut down the computer. And so I want to believe that it continued, even though it was shut down, because that's what StreamYard does. Um, so I apologize for that. And so where was I? I was actually um, think showing Bitcoin. But I think we can go straight from there. I should have been showing also what TAC is going to become. But I will skip all that and I will go straight into your question and answering. And so we will leave that chart, tax chart. Okay, let me show tax chart. I think that I should show that at least what we uh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You know what? It is so slow now. Um, let me say. Check. I'm trying to get tech chart. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Tell you what. Let's move Bitcoin graphic charts. Tech forecast and price chart. Tech. Never mind. So we will just move right along, and we will go into oh, good evening. Ha, NK. Good evening. All right. So NK is saying good evening. Um, okay, okay, James Howell. Yes. You know, I wanted to play this one because a lot of us are going to fall into this man's issue and problem. He actually threw away um, he threw away uh, s- um, 7,500 Bitcoin. In today's value, that would have been 88,000, $88 million.
All the files that I believed I needed were already on my new computer. The drive was in a drawer on its own after an incident with a previous laptop, and I thought that I'd taken off everything I needed. Any hesitation, any moments before you chucked it in with the boxes and the bottles to bring down? As soon as I put it in the bin at home, I had a second thought, in the back of my mind. You've never thrown a hard drive out before. Why start now? You shouldn't do this, sort of thing. A little demon in the back of my head, sort of thing.
A demon in the back of his head. Throw away 7,500 Bitcoin. At today's value, worth over 88 million. Listen to his remorse.
But yeah, I didn't take it out. It stayed in the bin and then came down to the landfill site here with the other bags that I brought. You brought the bags down, you threw them in there, didn't think twice before driving off. When did the penny drop that actually what you'd thrown away was worth a fortune? When I started to hear stories of the Silk Road shut down and obviously other individuals making their profits and their millions, the penny dropped then, that I had 7,500 Bitcoins on a hard drive that I'd thrown out a few months ago.
For people who don't understand virtual currencies, they wouldn't have thought it's a problem throwing away a thing, a hard drive. But to get your money, you would need that hard drive.
Yeah, there's a specific file on that hard drive called a wallet file, which the Bitcoin is stored in. And without that file, there is no way of getting the money back, because there is no central server that.
Now, look at him.
You've spoken to the manager.
Look at him going back to the garbage dump to look for a hard drive he threw away. He had his future in his hands, but he did not take the time to understand the season nor the time that he was in. Like many of you who are watching Mr. Abundance, you too do not know the time nor the season. And so you're looking for politicians, you're looking for your ministers, you're looking for people that are broke to tell you about financial freedom. Family members are the worst to go to when it comes to financial advice. I can tell you that. They are the worst to go to. They are pure disasters to go to, family members, for advice, especially if they are poor. Why would I go to a carpenter if my pressure is high? And so, James Howell, that is his story. Threw away his hard drive. Nearly 89 million US dollar today. Carelessness. All right, let me go down quickly. Good evening to all the honorable leaders in the house tonight. Let it be known the UK team are signing up sponsors by storm. One sponsor, one coin can help save humanity. It's about people. Thank you very much. That is TJ Brooks, our European ambassador over there. Then you have our global youth ambassador here. It's TAG and altcoins. Warm greeting to the entire community of TACC watching from Nigeria. And a lot of people may not understand what you're saying, Ambassador. You see, all coins that came after Bitcoin is referred as altcoins. All the coins except for Bitcoin is labeled as altcoins, the other coins. But we are now in the reverse. We're saying that it is TACC and altcoins when we are finished with this industry. All right. Afternoon, Mr. Abundance and all the watching from New Jersey. Yes, Mr. Kenneth. Good evening and happy to be here. God Atsu Barasu from South Africa. Mr. Joel Carr, by the way, God is our National Executive Coordinator for South Africa, and we have Mr. Carr, our National Executive Coordinator for Antigua and Barbuda. Good afternoon, House of TACC. Sunday blessings from Antigua and Barbuda. All right, and so we have Frederick Oko. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and fellow TACCians. Yes, good evening. And we have Dawn over here out of the Cayman. Good afternoon, Mr. Abundance, Delroy, and I enjoying TACC. We're going up mountain. Thank you very much. TACCians with unity of purpose and perseverance, TACC is going uphill daily. Amen. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the house. I'm Isaac, our three watching live from Ghana. Thank you very much. Ghana is in the house. Colette Colbone. Good. That name sounds familiar. Good afternoon to the House of TACCians. You are in the right place at the right time. TACC is going uphill. We are going with it. That's our Assistant National Executive Coordinator here in Antigua and Barbuda. Jack's evening TACCians from the UK. That's why, Jack. Hello, my fellow Tiashans. Yes, that's Dawn again. Stefan, good evening, Mr. Abundance, my boss, to all the Tiashans. TACC is going uphill. Together we can. From Ghana over there. We have Johnny the Bank. I love that name, oh, Johnny the Banks. It goes well with abundance. Greetings to the house of Tiashans. Um, divine strength to your elbow, Mr. Abundance. Likewise, a warm greetings, Mr. Abundance and all the Tiashan. Very welcome to be a part of the snowball. I like that. Muncie. Pendapala, good evening, dear Tiashan family. We must thank God for protecting TACC to go up hills unhindered, and expand TACC's family worldwide. Let's move forward all together and spread TACC globally. Amen. That's our Assistant National Executive Coordinator for Namibia. Welcome to the Honorable House of Tiashans. This is Princess Diana McDonald, who is our Regional Executive Director for the Caribbean. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the Tiashans in the house. TACC is unstoppable movement. TACC is going uphill. Caxton Luvaso from Kenya, East Africa. That's our assistant in Kenya. Hello, everybody in the house. Madam Helene TACC DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, our National Executive Coordinator there. Madam Cynthia Brown, good afternoon to the community, and she's hailing out of the Bahamas as our deputy over there. Chrissy Coate, good evening, Mr. Abundance and the Tiashans community. It was a pleasure speaking with you and Madam Helen on our group meeting today. Both of you gave us good information, and we will continue working from UK. Yes, Chrissy. Yes, I met you while I was in the UK. That's correct. Good day, Mr. Abundance and the entire House of Tiashan. Glad to be here. TACC is the answer to Africa's problem. May I say to the globe, Tiashans, our solution is unity. You can say that again from Nigeria. Mr. Blessing. Anne-Marie, good evening, Mr. Abundance. It was a positive vibe hearing your voice in the meeting today with UK and Madam Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie. These are very nice people with good heart, too. Mr. Abundance in the UK, among these people here, I am in good hands. Except for Prosperous Prince and that plane. Lots to feed. Thank you. Jax, I have two. Okay, I don't know who's that. From Nigeria. Good evening to my able leader, Mr. Abundance, and all Tiachan from around the globe. Sir, please, the 500 monthly target achieved bonus has not yet been credited. Really? Today is what? The 16th? It should have by now. So I will get to my technicians. You know, everything there's a glitch, you know. According to Murphy, you know, Murphy says whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Let's hope that nothing went wrong. But if it does, it will be corrected. All right. Please send us the link of the video you showed about how China is trying to buy our sovereignty. Lord have mercy. That link is it. I'm going to ask Ambassador Gabriel, send that link, please, because he's the one that sent it to me. But I have it, but he can just send it, or one of the admin can just share it in all the groups. China is not China is trying to buy. Is your government is trying to sell? Is your government is trying to sell the sovereignty of the nation in a debt? That is what we have become. Because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do with the economy. They run out of ideas. They're all out of ideas. They don't know what to do. And that is why I am watching the principals and the government in my country very closely, what they will do with TACC. Because TACC has, as one accountant says, Mr. Abundance, you have the Antiguan economy in your hands. And so if they think that they will push their policies of raping this country over 60 years, faking people, selling out our countries, creating another level of poverty, no, TACC will go to the polls. So I am putting all of them on notice. We will go to the polls with TACC and let the people decide what they want. If they want to continue in poverty or if they want their own economy. That's it. It's very simple. And so I'm putting all of them on notice. They know Mr. Abundance very well. I have already formed a party in this country since 2007. It doesn't take nothing to get 17 candidates. That's all. And we will go to the polls. And our first 100 days, we will adopt TACC as the official digital currency for Antigua and Barbuda. That's it. Banks are accepting Bitcoin and they don't even know who's the owner. Singapore, South Korea, France, Australia, the United States are acknowledging cryptocurrency as money, Bitcoin as money. They don't know who is the owner of Bitcoin. We know who own TACC and the members and directors and associates and investors. We know everybody. They have a face. And so why can't we not accept TACC as the official currency? And I'm saying to the people who are here, that should be your aim and goal, nothing more, nothing less. And that is why we need numbers. When you have numbers, the game is over. And so I'm putting all of them on notice. So it's not China who wants to buy, it's your leaders who want to sell. And if we don't watch ourselves in the Caribbean, we are finished. Good afternoon, watching from Antigua, Marilyn Thomas. Yes, welcome. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Please, sir, for those stations that the referral bonus are not coming direct to their wallet, is there any solution for that? Of course. Your bonus will go straight to you. If you are in Nigeria, you get your 7 or your 20%. That's it. Because in Antigua, people who are using bank and are getting their coins directly to their account, they are credited. They're 7 or 20%. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the House of TACC from France. And I want to thank our National Executive Coordinator for France, Mr. Enfo Dudene, who is really holding down the fort for the French. I think we should move you to TACC French ambassador, a global ambassador, because you're taking over the entire French countries, not only France. So it is very important. Number game in play from the beginning. That's right. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. From what we can see from that video, the decision is ours, freedom or bondage. That's it. The decision is yours, freedom or bondage. And so you can go ahead and play games because your politicians is not playing no game with you. When they're taking China's money, may I say to you, before China does any project in any country, it's alleged that they already bribed everyone that is going to be involved. So they don't need to read what they are signing anymore. And some of the times it is in Mandarin because they already bribed everybody. And when you're bribed, you cannot think clearly because you have their monies. And that is what. So when you see some of the draconian, egregious arrangements that are made with government, don't wonder. They have already been bought and sold, and they don't care. I think I know that man with that plane there. He says, Mr. Abundance, when you come to Birmingham, we are going to fly on that plane. I think it's a 4-seater or 6-seater. What do I have on that plane? Is Mr. Abundance time has come? Mr. Prince, you go ahead, sir. You go ahead, sir. Greetings to all the TACC globally. Stanley from Nigeria. Welcome, Mr. Stanley. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the TACC in the house. Skenna, Emma, good evening. Cameroon. Oh, you're from Cameroon. Yes, I've been to Cameroon. And may I say to you, Emma, it's the first time in my life I had to question education. When I understood that per capita, Cameroon has more intellectuals than any other African countries. And when I look and see what you're producing, I have to question education, because my philosophy with education, it is only as good at what it produces. Don't tell me how educated you are as a people. Show me what you're producing. And if what Cameroon is producing is as a result of education, well, I don't want no part to do with education. I could sleep and run Cameroon, not even awake, sleep, and you would have gotten a better result than what you're getting there now. I said I could sleep and run Cameroon. Imagine if I am awake. Cameroon is blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed with youth. You're blessed with natural resources. You're blessed with education. You're blessed with natural resources. What in the world is wrong with you people? Huh? Have mercy. Good afternoon from the Grand Cayman. Yes, Marlon, welcome. Good day, Mr. Bartley. Thank you very much, sir. Can you tell me how far are we from certifying this coin? We are a little way from certifying. Our deadline, though, is 31st of December. Okay. The actual numbers I don't have right now, but they're there. I will share them during my this week. There were 5 million coins were made available to raise the 2.5 million, and so we still have not exhausted for 1 million yet. So we're a little away from that target of 5 million to exhaust to raise 2.5. But what doesn't happen in 1,000 years happen in one day. As we are going uphill, it came to a time when I have no hope in life again. I believe that through TACC I will surely achieve my dream. Thank you very much. Salufu Ibrim from Ghana. Welcome. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Yes, good evening, Lucas. All right. And so I want to thank each and every one of you who have joined TACC today. TACC is a cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency will take over this fourth industrial revolution. This is what our Prime Minister called the blue economy. And in the blue economy, there are no limitations as to how much money you can make. There are no limitation as to how much when people come together now. This is poor people time. That is what all economists are saying, that this is the greatest period of wealth transformation. This is the greatest time where poor people need to come together and understand that they now have control over the economy. You don't have to wait for handout duty-free. You don't have to beg any politician anymore. If you understand what this industry can do, this industry says if we come together, if we pool our resources together, if we understand unity of purpose, we can create generational wealth that never imagined by men nor angels. And the politicians will not tell you. I don't understand. Is Dawn on watching me and calling me at the same time? Is Dawn in the Cayman watching me live and calling me at the same time? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe she's watching. Maybe her husband is watching. And so this is the greatest period where people can create money without the approval of central bank and the approval of government. And that is what TACC is on a mission to do. And so we are in our second round, which ends September 15th. The coins now is at 50 cents. Buy your future now. It is cheap to do so. Don't be like Howell, who had 7,500 Bitcoin because It was new. He didn't understand. He bought, but he did not understand what was happening. Just like a lot of you here. You are listening to Mr. Abundance, but you will not go and take time and understand what we're doing. And you will walk away 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. When you hear things are happening, you will say, but hold on a minute. Weren't I not there? What did I miss? What did I miss? And so I'm saying to the global community of Tiashans, TACC is going uphill, and all of us are going up with it. What happens if we don't get 5 million by December 31st? We go and what we have. All right. So there are 3 options that we have in front of us. We sell the 5 million coins. We go to the exchange, or we don't sell the 5 million coin and we burn the unsold, because that is the law that governs cryptocurrency. Those coins that are unsold, you burn, so you don't have them now in circulation. So it means that you have smaller, less of coin that basically create even more scarcity that could plunge the price higher than normal. So first, we sold the 5 million, we go directly to the exchange. We don't, we can go and burn the rest. Or number 3, money is returned to everybody. That's it. Those are the 3 options. All right. So I just want to thank each and every one of you again. This is where Mr. Abundance says, it's a pleasure having you. Please join Madam Princess Diana at 5 p.m. today Eastern Time. She does her first broadcast presenting the dawn of a new currency, part 9. It says 8, but it is actually part 9. So we want to thank Madame McDonald for taking up the challenge to duplicate Mr. Abundance, because if nobody comes out broadcasting, Mr. Abundance would have failed. And in all my years as a professional, I have never failed on a job. I have always duplicated myself at all levels. At all levels. And the people who have worked with me, they understand that very well. I give people opportunity to excel. Some people hold on to knowledge because they fear that they will be replaced. And you have people that go on to their grave with that mentality. But those are people that before they die, their legacy would have already died with them. Duplicate yourself. Do not work in fear. Position yourself. And I will end with Earl Nightingale. The monies that you will receive in this life will be in direct ratio for the demand for what you do, your ability to do it well, and the difficulty in replacing you. I will repeat, the monies that you will ever earn in this life will always be in direct ratio for the demand for what you do, your ability to do it well, and the difficulty in replacing you. This is Mr. Abundance coming to you on the 16th of the 8th, 2020. It's 2:58 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean islands.